Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. So everything's pretty much done. We got rid of Lux ranking. We got rid of that damage contest, which was pretty much whatever you had, you go all in. You needed chips, you needed attack boost 4s, you needed fully gilded metals, fully leveled up keyblades to get the best score possible. So it was pretty much just go in with what you have and the most. To hit 9.5 million, it seemed like either you needed two Cloud EXs, not two Cloud EX, two Illustrated Terror Bs, one for yourself and one by a copy of a Key Art Sky, and then Saxby and then Key Art Sky. So what I mean by that is I know everyone that got 9.5 had a Cloud EX. Everybody else had to use like a specific setup. So if I had, let's say, another Key Art Sky right here, go to special. If this one was gilded, if I had another gilded one over here, then copying my Terra B would also give me a ×6 strength buff, power buff, which would give this Saxby a power buff and this one a 6 power buff, which might have been enough to get 9.5. This is the only way I can think of, not only way, but there's other ways, but this is the only way I think I could have done it if I had another gilded Key Art Sky, but I didn't. I did try the nominate combo, that didn't work out. What ended up getting me 8 million was copying, not copying Terra B, but copying my Kyrie. I got 8,080,000, I believe, and that got me fully, oh sorry, not fully, but 2 away from guilting the Chernabog, or however you say it. So this setup got me a better score than this setup, but only because I didn't have 40% mirrors on here or an attack boost. If I had 150% guilt and an attack boost, then this setup would have got me 9 million, but I decided I didn't want to waste the resources yet, especially since I wasn't going to hit 9.5. So this is the setup I did do that got me the 8,080,000. Everything that I did after the video, I posted in my Discord, or I talked about it in my Discord. So I didn't have time to make a video because I was at work after that video, and I worked 11 hours. And by that time I got home, the event was over. So everything that I got a better score with, I posted in Discord. So don't forget, I do have a Discord. We usually do talk there. I'm very, very rare there, but when I do show up, it's pretty good. So that happened. Then my Axel EX that I got me a Mickey and Broom. Now someone was saying I might not get it because it was like the 21st or whatever, but I'm pretty sure, I'm not pretty sure, it is sure that everyone who pulled Axel EX gets the Axel EX. So the dates lined up. I got myself another Fantasia Mickey B, which means I get to guilt my Axel EX when the high score challenge comes around if needed. Now I know Axel EX is really good, but if I don't need to use Axel EX to make top 1000 yet, then I won't use the magic brooms yet. Yeah, it's going to be really cool having a fully gilded Axel EX. Yes, I was super excited to get one, but right now he's doing me so much just being the metal he is, the buffs and debuffs, because right now I'm going through Coliseum, and Coliseum, this is the setup I'm using, which is turned out beautifully. Like, I'm pretty much one-turning everything I hit. I can show you guys an example if you want. This is pretty much what I'm going to be doing, and half of the reason of this video. Not only showing you the update of what happened to my account, but also I'm going to do a couple trait rolls during this video, so I can just make sure that I hit a little bit further into Coliseum if needed, because I know right now this is going to work out great. There's no point to this Sora right here. I'm supposed to take away this Sora. I have another setup where I take away this Sora and I copy my Kyrie with a nominate, or I add more buffs, depending what I'm facing. But this is pretty much what I'm doing, is just going for the 0.2 Kyrie, Tyree here. Then Axel EX is giving me a 3 up, 3 down, which is huge. On situations like this, I would take away this Halloween Sora because it only has -60 ground, and I would add Key Art Beginnings or any Key Art to copy my Axel, or I would use a Key Art to copy my 0.2 Kyrie, depending on the situation, if I need more general defense down or not, because copying this Kyrie gives me PSM up and PSM down for the enemy, plus a general defense down, plus 1 more strength, because ×7 strength is max. So it all depends. I'm still going here and there. I'm not that high in tier 14 yet. I haven't really tried, but this is what I'm doing, guys. And what I want to do trait rolls on is, one, my VV. Since the high score challenge is over and my VV pretty much turned out not that useful, just because it didn't get the extra attack. I'm now going to roll VV as much as I can until I get extra attack, or I guess I'm going to fully guilt it. I could save it for high score challenges, just get that ×3 It will still turn out pretty good, even though it's not a ×6 But at this point where VV is, I think I'm just going to put them all together and get a guilted copy of it, because I like VV is like one of my favorite characters. So since I didn't get extra attack, I might as well go for a fully guilted one and do what I can off it. I'm not going to continue this. If you guys want to see more Coliseum, let me know. I'll probably do like a final push to get top 1000, maybe top 100. I doubt it, since my only -60 is key art 9. But one more thing to mention. Yes, I've been farming as well. The Hainer B over here, not Hainer B, sorry, Pence B over here, and Hainer B. Hainer B, I didn't make enough copies, but today I did do enough Pences because I wasn't working. Yesterday I was working, but we have like 2 weeks anyways for all this. I am going to trade roll this all in a video, so don't worry about that. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it without wasting any copies and getting the best potential out of it. Someone mentioned that magic mirrors, once you do upgrade this to the HPO, which is all 3 of them combined with the ice cream, just add a magic mirror and that's how you get your Nova. So I'll do that all in another video. For now, my free-to-play account did make top 5,000 for that damage contest, which got its 1 copy of the Chernabog. I keep thinking I'm saying that wrong, but yeah. Where's my copy? Supposedly my copy is going to get another copy. What am I blind? It's the first one. Okay, so this is the copy I got, which is top 1000. I think I made place like 200 and something. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Again, 8,080,000. That was my score. But on the 28th or 29th, they tweeted out, well, they didn't tweet out on that date, but on the date, so 2 days away, I'm supposed to get another copy of this because apparently there was a mistake in the notice. So I'm going to get 1 trait roll. If the trait roll turns out pretty good, I might guilt it. I'm not 100% sure yet because it is a good medal by itself, but you saw my magic setup. I'm pretty much using a really good magic setup. I could use this guy on my Fenrir now that it's fully maxed out, but it's all decisions. If you guys watch my play style, it's really only use your resources if you have to. Never ever spend them just because you have them, because you never know what might come out. Like that damage contest, if I didn't save a bunch of resources, I wouldn't have got that 8 million because I needed a lot of attack boost 3s with SP gauge, and I didn't just slap those anywhere. Even though the damage contest wasn't really worth it, so it was kind of a waste of a lot of attack boost 3 maxes, but the medals I put them on are still very good medals, so it's not too much of a waste. But I didn't go any further into like using more Mickey and brooms, using more skills or mirrors on my nominees, so on and so on. So I held back as much as I could, but I still want to try to make top 1000, which I did, but I didn't get that 9.5 because that was ridiculous. So anyways, now that you know what my free-to-play account got, it did make top 5,000. It got a score of like 3,800,000, which was enough for top 5,000. I could have done better, but I didn't guilt my SmellyOctopus on my free-to-play account, and I didn't want to go too crazy on it because on that account I didn't really need the medal. With extra dots, there's no point, so I didn't want to waste any more resources. For this video though, let's go into, I want to go for a couple traits. So I got VV, I got a couple general defense down. Actually, general defense down is the biggest thing I want to do right now because I don't have Maleficent Dragon and I do want to use this for Coliseum. So I'm just going to go for a couple trait rolls with you guys. My Shmee and my Owl does not have extra attack, and that's what I want. So hopefully one of these guys get extra attack, and then I'll put like an SP gauge 1 on them and be golden. With Kyrie 2, I probably don't need the SP gauge, but let's just try to get the extra attack first. Strength 1000, yeah, because I needed that, right? All right, so that's 1 down. Now Owl has 2 chances. Owl's not guilted yet, but Owl does show up quite frequently for me. I'm not going to be pulling anytime soon, but I'm not too worried about a guilted campaign for this. If anything, I'm missing out on 5 Nova, which I'm not too concerned about at this moment in the game. I do have enough powerful medals that I don't have to rely so much on my Nova, and my Nova is pretty close to 600, so we'll see what kind of guilt I get. My guilting game has been on point lately, like very good guilts lately. I didn't show you HD Riku, but it's been amazing. But my traits have been pretty poor. Okay, my HD Riku actually got 129%. I tried to upgrade him for the the damage contest, but he turned out to be useless anyways. He didn't increase my score at all, so there was that. But his guilt was 129%. I clicked that too fast. Whatever, defense plus 2,000, so no extra attack on those ones. I got, I think, just KR3 over here. Yeah, KR3 is my last one, and that's pretty much for all my general defense down AoE medals. After this, I gotta stick to what I got. Kyrie 0.2 is good enough. Paralysis resist. Oh man, so sad. But yeah, 0.2 Kyrie does lower a general defense on her own, which is really nice. So I got that going for me, at least. Everything else does not have extra attack. Nothing you guys see here has extra attack except for probably Megara. No, she doesn't. Nothing on this page has extra attack. So sad. My general defense down medals are pretty much screwed. As for this page, I don't want to touch anything. I have mentioned this because of future high score challenges. They might want more key arts. They might want they might bring back Illustrated Cloud, so on and so on. So I try to stay away from that. If I get higher into Coliseum and I need like an extra attack on one of these medals, then I'll go for it. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it here at VV, and that's it. So this is my last VV that has not been touched by the other ones. The other ones got strength and defense. This one's got poison resist, and now this VV. Now I know that my other VV, I should do it on the other VV, but it already has 2 things on it, and if anything, I'll just transfer the second chance. Because I want the VV to be able to buff, but I want to be as weak as possible for high score challenges. So, put these 2 together. I just screwed up because I lost a reroll on VV for his guilt, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Poison resist. Alright, did I screw it up that bad? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to put these 2 together. Oh well, let's just unlock this one. Not unlock this one. Let's level up this one and let's go for it. So, my guilt's been pretty good lately. I did screw up on an extra reroll, but what are you gonna do? Strength and defense, not that good. So even if I unlock this, it's equipped, but it's got 1, 2, 3. It's not enough. I did screw up the guilt. Let me go switch up the equipment real quick to see where he's sitting. He is sitting somewhere. I want to take the chance, but I should have calculated that I had too many VVs there. 1 extra. But it's only mirrors, so I'm not too upset about that. Yeah, it does suck that I lose a reroll chance. I don't lose a trait chance because the trait chance is still there. Technically not on the right copy, but it's still there. So let's go find out where he's equipped. Take him out. There we go. There's 1 copy. Take that one out. And I think that's pretty much... everything. Alright, let's go back and let's finish this guy off. I'm going for the full guilt here because, again, my traits didn't come out that good. So I can't really help it. The most I'm missing out here is an extra reroll on guilt. Shit happens, guys. Shit happens. So I got ground. Ground over poison. Yes. I could technically use them as a buffer and have those resist on them for future events, but who cares? I got other medals that can do that. Alright. 150%, not bad. I could put another VV into it and get another reroll. It could stay at 115, so it's not that big of a deal. Extra attack. Extra attack with ground enemy defense. Now, that may seem like a really good thing to have extra attack and ground enemy defense just for that extra damage. Technically, yes, for, what do you call it? Oh man, if I do this, even with the guilt, either way, it's like way too powerful at the moment. Because with guilt and its level in high score challenges, I'm still going to kill low level enemies, which is going to really hurt, especially ground enemies. So if I take away ground enemies here, I can get away with, you know what, I'm not going to get rid of the ground fence because I do want to play a lot of Coliseum. So let's get rid of the sleep resist and use extra attack and ground. So I did get double cast. I lost the guilt percentage, but I did get double cast. I didn't want this guy to be super strong, but he's going to be super strong anyways. So this might turn out good for me later, might not, who knows. I'm going to leave him at level 88 out of 100. Just to see what he does in high score challenges. I should be a little bit happier, guys, but 1, I screwed up the count of how many VVs I put in, and 2, he's super powerful right now. I did not want a guilted VV with extra attack. I want it to be as weak as possible, but I can't have it all, right guys? So it has second chance, it's got ground, so it's going to turn out to be a pretty good Coliseum medal. So at least I have that. If anything, it's a Coliseum medal. I'll fully gilt it, put the chips on it, because it'll still do a little bit of damage, maybe if I need a little bit more push, but it's not that big of a difference to Coliseum, so I'm going to try to stay away from that. So I'm going to fool around with it. The main cause for VV with extra attack is mostly high score challenges, but I probably screwed that up with that gilt. Really couldn't do anything with RNG. It just happened. I screwed up by putting an extra copy in there, but even without the extra copy, I still had to gilt the medal to put the traits on it. So the extra copy was just for a reroll. Either way, I'm kind of happy how everything turned out. I didn't get general defense down medals, but I did get the extra attack, which is really nice. Everything else from yesterday was really good. We got the extra. I got the extra illustrated Mickey, not illustrated Mickey, Fantasia Mickey B. I'm so lost in words right now. I'm still like, what the hell just happened? But yeah, Fantasia Mickey B got top 1,000. Free account got top 5,000. So everything's looking pretty good. I'm just waiting now for more content. Definitely gonna push Coliseum for top 1,000. I don't know about top 100. It takes a lot of time, but I'm gonna try anyways because I like to be competitive. So I guess a pretty long update video to tell you guys what's going on in the game, in my game anyways. And then later on, I'm probably going to do a video on the Hainer, Pence, and Olette B medals and evolve them into the HPO and talking about it, how to do it properly and all that. But that should be in the next 2 days because we got to wait for Olette, which is now. And then we got to do the ice creams, so the sea salt ice cream. So we got 2 more days before I can actually make that video, but look forward to that. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.